What's good, family? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to Woah Vicky exposes Lil Nas X as straight, and she goes a little bit into detail about a Hollywood party that she attended. She tells a story about how I'm not going to give it away just yet. I know I'm a little late to the party on this video right here. I think she may have said this about a couple of months ago, but I want to react to it, talk about it, give you guys my thoughts, give you guys my opinions, and yeah, let's not waste time. Let's check it out.
God, a while back, and I know you had did a podcast that had went viral a while back when you were talking about the Illuminati trying to stick you for your blood in Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
Is that like that was really true? Like,
Oh, so like I can tell you what happened. So I went to Bella Thorne was having a little party, right? It wasn't my idea to go there. I was invited by some friends, and it was a Halloween party. I don't even celebrate Halloween, but like just even the Bible says good company corrupts good character. But this is when I was like not too. I just
So before we go any further, not to cut her off, but if you guys don't know who Woah Vicky is, Woah Vicky is basically an internet personality, if you will. She's famous for God knows what. I mean, I can't honestly tell you what she's famous for. If I mean honestly, if I'm being honest, she's famous because she speaks in Ebonics, and I guess people find that hilarious. And I mean, she's a polarizing figure. You know, people don't like her because she speaks in Ebonics, and other people think it's hilarious. So, I mean, take what you can from this. Take it with a grain of salt, but I do believe there's some truth to what she's saying. Another thing that I was going to say about these Hollywood parties, you may be asking before we go any further, for anybody who's not hip to this kind of information, you hear the word blood and you're like, what does blood have to do with this? Why are they talking about blood, blood, blood? So here's the thing with blood. Blood is currency in the spiritual realm. And when these celebrities sign their contracts, they sign their name in blood, and they make that connection to the spirit realm most of the times with an evil spirit, and that evil spirit gives them rewards and fortune and blessings in the physical realm. So it's kind of hard to explain, but let's just let this rock. Let's let her talk.
didn't know certain things I know now. Let me
mm-hmm.
just say it like that. And I just didn't know certain things I know now. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just say it like that. And I guess you could call it being lukewarm, but I just didn't know certain things that I know now.
Yeah.
And so I was just hanging around some people, and they was going to the party, and there was so many signs. Like one of the signs was you gotta be half naked to go. Another sign was you couldn't bring your phone. You had to sign an NDA, and I was like, I'm bringing my phone anyway. Like I was gonna sneak it in,
Yeah, I've been
and
so.
So you got to be half naked to go to the party. You can't bring your phone, and you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. What kind of party is this? I mean, what are we really talking about? Have you watching this video, you right now, sitting at home in your computer or on your phone, have you ever been to a party where you weren't allowed to bring your phone? Chances are, I mean, there might be some people out there who have actually been to a party like that, but chances are no, you've never been to a party. Have you ever been to a party where you had to sign an NDA? That is kind of fishy. That's kind of fishy right there. I don't know what. I know exactly. I mean, I know I can. I have an idea of what they're doing at these parties, but I can't really explain it to you guys here on YouTube due to YouTube's monetization policies. But for lack of a better term, let's just say there's a lot of man on man activities, a lot of uh, same sex activities, a lot of big groups of people in a room doing things to each other. Uh, I could imagine there's probably a lot of BLOOD sack ricing. You know, I'm trying to walk on eggshells here because I know YouTube is has this new monetization policy, so I'm trying to, not trying to say the wrong things here, but you guys probably have an idea of what's going on here. But let's let it breathe. Let's let her talk.
some parties like that in mind where they try to take your phone. I see some crazy stuff too, but yeah, go ahead.
I want to know what you done see. I'm gonna ask you after this. So, I've never been to a party like that. You know, in Atlanta, they don't do that. They don't do stuff like that.
Right.
And so I was like, whatever. I'm gonna bring my phone, whatever. So I was signing my name. Then they was like, oh yeah, you gotta prick your blood to get in. I was like, oh no, I'm straight. Everybody else they went, and I was waiting on my Uber. And while
So they make you prick your blood in order to enter the party. Why the fuck do you need to do that? Why do you need to do that? That makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, what? I mean, she's gonna let me let her finish because she's gonna explain why they said that to her.
I was waiting on my Uber, this girl passed out.
Damn.
While she about to go in the party.
After they
After
suck
she
her.
took her blood.
Mm,
But they said they was getting it for COVID to make sure you don't have COVID. So I ain't never heard no COVID test like testing
exactly.
your blood.
I don't trust
Exactly.
that. I don't trust that. So
Exactly. But yeah, I mean that goes to what I was saying earlier. These people in high positions, these people in high ranking uh politicians, high ranking fraternity, sorority members, these people be making deals with spirits in the spiritual realm, and in order to make those deals, blood is involved. Blood is the currency in the spiritual realm. This is why, like I said, celebrities sign contracts in blood. This is why celebrities oftentimes lose family members around them, and friends and family, because uh, they have to, what's the word? I was trying to, they have to offer them up. They have to offer them up in order to reach a higher level in whatever said profession they're in. Um, it's a lot to get into. Um, it's a whole can of worms that you got to open up. I mean, it goes way deeper than that. There's politicians involved. Um, I'm sure you guys have heard about the Epstein stuff. The Epstein stuff is involved. Children are involved. It's very, it goes deep, man. It goes deep. It's a lot to unravel here in one video. I can't really do that here. But let's just let the rest of this video play out. Let's see if she has anything else more to say.
do you really believe the Illuminati is real?
Oh, they real.
Like, have they tried to recruit you or?
I think they were trying to recruit me right then.
Yeah. Right. So I gotta ask you what.
And to add on to that, they wanted to recruit Woah Vicky. Her name is such a tongue twister to me. They wanted to recruit Woah Vicky. In my opinion, I'm kind of shooting from the hip here because she is influential. Unfortunately, it's sad. I don't know why, but people do look up. Young girls do look up to people like Woah Vicky, people who have a status quo on the internet, if you will, people who made it on themselves, people who make money online, people who are an internet personality. This is what young girls look up to. So the Illuminati, right, whatever you want to call it, the secret society. I mean, I don't even know what it's called. The Freemasons, whatever you want to call them. They came to her because they see her as an influential figure, so that they can lead young children astray, so that they can lead young teenagers astray for the agendas that she's pushing. So if that doesn't make sense, hopefully it does. But let's keep watching. She's gonna talk about Lil Nas X here in a second.
So what do you think of the music in the entertainment industry in 2023?
It's
Like
demonic.
it's demonic.
What you
It's
think about Lil
demonic.
Nas X?
I feel like he needs Jesus.
What about Lil Uzi?
He needs Jesus too. They both definitely sold their soul. Oh, I
Mhm.
wanted to say this about Lil Nas X. I got a few friends that went to school with him, and they said he was never gay.
Are you serious?
So I know for a fact, like what he doing is cause like they told him like you gotta do this now if you want.
So you feel like he not really gay?
I feel like ain't nobody really gay in Jesus' name, amen. It's getting popularity, getting you money, getting you views. So it's like selling yourself, like you do this, you go
Exactly,
with the
exactly,
industry.
exactly. I see what she's trying to say here. People might feel uncomfortable hearing this. People might feel upset hearing this, but I definitely see where she's coming from Now, honestly, I can't prove that what she's saying is true. This is like a he say, she say thing. Who knows if she actually had friends that went to school with Lil Nas X, but based off what she's saying here, it does sound like there's some truth to it. Now, what I want to say is the industry, they like to pander towards certain audiences. And how do they like to do that? By putting an influential figure like Lil Nas X and making them come out, so that they can pander towards a certain audience, so that they can make more money off the audience, so that they can make more money off this demographic, not demographic, what am I even saying? So that they can make more money off this audience, so that they can uh, basically use this audience to propel their their uh, their controlled asset, if you will, to propel them to the top. So, I honestly feel like what she's saying is true. I don't know if Lil Nas X was always gay, to be honest. Even when he first came out, I remember seeing him, and I mean, I didn't. I mean, me personally, I don't look at somebody and question what their sexuality is, but I definitely didn't think he was gay. I'll tell you that much. And I started noticing the patterns. I started noticing the change. Of course, he had the Billy Ray Cyrus feature, and then he dropped the album Rodeo or 17 or whatever it was called. And that's when I started to notice a change. And that's when I started to realize, okay, he's selling out. He's pushing agendas now. Um, yeah, he's selling himself out. And this has been something that's been going on for years. This is nothing new. This can this can be go this can go as far back as the 90s. One of the earliest rappers I can remember who started to dress flamboyant. One of the earliest rappers I can remember who started to dress suspect, if you will, a little out there, is Andre 3000. He was one of the first rappers that really started to change the style, dress flamboyant, dress wacky, dress weird. And after him, I can't really think of anybody else that really put themselves out there, uh, appearance wise. But once the 2010s came around, the late 2015s, that's when you started to see the colorful dreads, the SoundCloud rappers, the tight skinny jeans, the Louis Vuitton purses, the colored nails. Like, this has been something that's been going on for years. I feel like the industry tried to push this agenda out in the 90s, but they saw that it didn't really work yet. They couldn't really quite get minorities to buy into that agenda. So they're like, you know what? We got to give it some more years. We got to make people more desensitized to it. We have to carefully introduce it to people, not be so overt, and just kind of make it kind of place it in people's subconscious, so that over time they'll be okay with it. And now look where we are today. We're totally okay with it. We see young boys dressing flamboyantly. We see young boys painting their nails. We see young boys dressing all kinds of weird things. But and I just want to say, before I go any further, I'm nobody to judge the way you dress or the way you act or your sexuality or anything. My thing is, when you force it upon somebody, that's when it becomes a problem. When you force it upon a young kid, when you force it upon somebody, I feel like, in my opinion, it shouldn't be it shouldn't take me to see my favorite artist becoming gay to make me want to become gay. You know what I mean? It shouldn't take for me to see that for me to be influenced. You know what I mean? Like, that's something that's, and we can, I mean, honestly, let me just save time, because this is something we can talk about in a whole different video. I just kind of want to talk about the whole Vicky thing and what she has to say. But I think, let me see if there's anything else that she has to say before we go further.
It's like you have to do certain things to get that. So I believe he
Yeah,
had to do certain things to get where he's going. And like
yeah,
the certain things is you gotta do this and lead people this way and lead
yeah.
people that way. I won't say all of them might.
By certain things, she means sacrificing your manhood, sacrificing your character, sacrifice. I can't say that word. Damn, I'm sorry. I gotta find a new word. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna find a new word. I'm gonna find some new words, cause I can't say that word on YouTube. But whatever, I already said it. But yeah, basically giving up your character. That's what she means by certain things. And it's a shame, man. It's a shame. I feel like a lot of these rappers, celebrities, don't really know what they're getting themselves into before it's too late. A lot of the times they fall into peer pressure by their family members. They fall into to to peer pressure just by the environment they're living in. Growing up, never having anything, never having the luxury to do things, and once you immediately get thrown $1 million in your face, it's hard to say no. So once you sign that contract, once you start doing all these things, you get invited to these parties, you start blacking out, you don't remember what happened the last night. Your manager is gonna blackmail you. You gotta sign a new contract. By the time all these things happen, it's already too late. You've already lost yourself. So it's very sad to see. In my heart of hearts, sometimes I feel bad for these people, but at the same time, I know that they know what they're doing. I know that they know what they're doing. If they were so against it, they would have tried to gotten out of it already. But the fact that they're still indulging in it, I don't have any sympathy for them. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to say about this. As you could tell, I pretty much knew what she was going to say throughout this video, and that's because I've already reacted to this video once before, but I didn't really like what I said in it, so I just decided to re-record it and give you guys fresh new thoughts, fresh new ideas, and let me know what you guys think. You can agree with me, you can disagree with me. It's totally fine. We can agree to disagree. That's totally fine. Take everything I say with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Um, and yeah, let me know what you think. This is a comment. This is a video for us to come together, to share ideas, to share our conclusions, and to just try to figure out what she's trying to say. And yeah, I think that'll pretty much wrap this video up. Yeah, yeah, that'll wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to leave any more suggestions. Please make sure to leave a comment as well. That'll always help me get out in the algorithm. And yeah, that'll wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Peace, love, positivity. I love you guys. Take care of yourself. Peace.